Welcome back, everyone, to the Meticulous Mommy. Hello, my Meticulous Mommies. I wanted to show you guys my GTD system today. Basically, this is my GTD system. It's just a 2-inch binder that I got from Dollar General. Put some stickers on it, some washi tape. But before I get into this specifically, I have to show you guys my portfolio that I keep as my context board, because if you know anything about the GTD system, you need a context board to figure out what it is that you're working with as far as categories go. Now I just have this side is where I put all my incoming, such as mail, flyers, anything like that. And then over here I have my folders. These folders, basically it's incoming, handle the matter. Let me move these down. Outgoing, then we have, I'm sorry, can't see that. Okay, so incoming, handle matters, outgoing, archive, and then we have my 3 children's folders, and then we have current bills in the back. Now what I do with the incoming, let's say we're at the park and I have the mail and I'm going over it. I can just open this up. I don't have any mail in here currently. However, I did have a letter that I got today from my my children's doctor's office asking me to fill out a survey, and I've already got that in my GTD binder, and I was working on it. So, let's see. This here is just my WIC appointment reminder so that I, remember to go this month. That's something that I need to implement in my system, whether it's, scheduling a day for it or just, knowing it and having it on hand for when it happens. So next I have handle the matter. This is just used for basically, let's say I've gotten a letter from, like my insurance company saying I still owe a certain amount of dollars, or that my insurance is now null and void or something. I can put this in here after I've finished putting it in my binder, just the information in general. I can put it in here and then I can take it to them and I can flip it open and I'll already have the information. Outgoing is specifically for like letters I need to mail, and right now what's in here is the letter that I was talking to you about, the survey from my children's doctor. And then also I have some information. My sister left some information in our car, and I'm gonna give it back to her. I just have this in here so that when I'm out and about and if I'm in the neighborhood, I can just give it to her and I know where it is. Archive, let's say I go to the doctor and I get a shot. My updated shot records would go in here, so I know to archive them and put them in my own personal binder. And then I have one for all of my children. It just has their birth certificates, their shot records, any upcoming appointments that they have, and just, I can put their medical cards in there if I need to, if we're going to a new doctor or a new specialist, and I'll just have that information on me no matter what. And it works out very well for me when this happens. So I'm not searching for it and like, where's their ID card? Where's their, I have it all in hand. And then this is just current bills, and it's just what it sounds like. It has all the current bills in there that I'm working on or, about to pay. And if I'm out and about, I can just whip out the bill and go to the customer service, or I can, while I'm at home, I can just, look for the current bill and whip out my card, call them up, whatever needs to be done. So that is my context board, guys. And now that I've shown you that, I'm going to go ahead and move into the GTD binder itself. Mind you, this is going to take a while, so I'm going to have to do it in a few different videos. So let me get started. Okay, so when you open her up, I have this board here that I got from the Target Dollar Spot, and I'll link the video down below, just in case you don't catch it here. Basically what this is it's supposed to go in a locker, and it's supposed to be for every single day. However, I've been using it for weeks, well, for weeklies, just for things that are going on in my GTD binder. This is the mood tracker. I don't really use it, nor do I really use the doodle of the day. I just use these 3 boxes down here, including these weeklies. This is the priorities. My daughter has Koala Club, which is basically a therapy group. You know, just priorities. Calls I need to make, appointments I need to schedule. This is the to-do list, basically any to-dos that I would like to get done in here as far as the calendar goes, and I will show you that part. It's going to have to be done in a couple of videos, guys. I'm so sorry about that. But these are things that I don't want to forget to do as far as what's in this part of the binder. So I'm going to go ahead and move on, and I just have some sticky notes, Target Dollar Spot. So, when you open her up, the first thing that I do is focus on the context board stuff, which is right here. Start at the beginning, inbox. And then you go down and process it, and that's me putting it in the folders. And then I go through each folder and I say, is it actionable to myself? And if it's not, like let's say it's a flyer about something that I'm probably never going to do, I can either throw it away, put it in a someday maybe list, or I can put it in my reference list, well, my reference area, which these are my tabs here. Now the tabs just are incoming list, someday maybe, open projects, next action, delegate, waiting for, and done reference. You can't see the reference part, but there it is. Yeah, I kind of see it. Anyway, so what is it? Is it actionable? No? Then I can put it in the very last tab, which is the reference, or done. Because I'm done with it and I could reference it later. Or I can put it in my someday maybe list, which, you know, I can look at. I don't have to. It's not something that I'm worried about right now. So next, if it is actionable, let's say it's talking, like for instance, I was talking about the survey I had to do. Yes, it is actionable. But my first question is it something that'll take multiple steps, like a project? The answer was no, so I don't look at this and I just move along. Okay, so the next thing is to ask myself, can I do it in 2 minutes? And if the answer is yes, then I can do it right there. And I put it in my instant fix section, which you don't see it up here, do you? The reason being because it is right behind what this is, and I'll get to that in a minute. And if it isn't something I can do in 2 minutes, then that means I need to delegate it to somebody if I can't do it myself, or I need to put it in my next actions list, or I need to put it on a calendar so I can figure out when to put it in my next action list. So this is the basic concept of GTD system, and I got this from somebody. I am so sorry. I tried searching for it over and over again after I saw the video because I wanted to reference it later, but I could not find it again, and it really sucked because I liked her video and how she did it. Okay, so this here is just telling me what all of the highlighting is. Basically, it's working on, the work is finished, and this next one is completed and checked. That means I don't have any more to do with it. It's all done. There's nothing more that can be done with it after the fact. The green is going to be for things that are time sensitive. So this is my incoming list index. Now I have an index for every single thing that comes in, and if you notice, I didn't start doing this system until about June 10th, which I love the fact that I'm doing it now because it really has helped me. So just writing everything that comes in, no matter what, so that nothing gets lost. Everything is right here. Now, basically, what I have over here is what I'm going to be doing with it. So, for instance, this very first one, basically, the D is saying that I am putting it in a specific binder. Any of the single letters that you see over here are specific binders, and I could create an index for this just so that I for the purpose of the video, but I already know what all of these are for. P is for projects, NA is for next action, M is for my son Miles, IF is for instant fix. I have my someday list, and Del is for delegate, and NA is still next action. and up here, D is for my name, Donina, and it's got a next action thing as well. Because the first thing I did was put it in my next action list. And then, after I finished with it, I just put it in my personal binder. Because I got my employer ID, because I created my own business. And I got the employer ID. However, I had to put it in, I put that information in my binder, but there was a next action required because they got the name of the business wrong, not necessarily the number itself or the PIN number. Sadly, this is where I need to stop in order to keep these videos in a timely manner, and I am so sorry that I had to stop with what seemed like the very beginning, but this video is already running over 11 minutes now. So I am going to go ahead and finish this off. If you have any questions, please let me know. Put them in the comments below. Please like, and please stay tuned for the next video because it's going to go over the rest of what's going on in here.